Gutters.
All right, good morning once again. Here's the latest on a developing winter storm. Once again, we are fine today. I think through the daylight hours, we're in good shape, actually pretty mild out there. A mix will develop early this evening, change over to snow, and then the wind and snow pick up later tonight into tomorrow. Blizzard-like conditions, still a high probability here in the metro and points north. We'll show exactly where the criteria lies for who's under what type of warning there. And then still some blowing snow and lingering snow early Wednesday morning. Impacts from this, obvious. Heavy snow and wind, the top two really kind of as high as you can get on the chart there. We could see possibly a foot of snow in some areas, accompanied by winds over 40 miles per hour, at least in gusts. That will create whiteout and blizzard conditions through parts of the area. It actually gets colder, I think, as the storm winds up and passes just to the south of us. We're fine this morning, though. Outside, mostly clear right now, 25 degrees. Wind's not much of a factor, south to southeast at 6. And you can see everybody generally from the mid-20s to low 30s, actually above normal for the first day of February. So no problems here, and again, I think we'll actually be pretty mild through the afternoon. All right, here's the latest on the advisories, watches, and warnings. We have winter weather advisories, snow advisories to the south. We're thinking dry air is going to work in the northwestern Missouri, parts of southwestern Iowa, southeast Nebraska. That will lower the snow amounts. What it's going to do, though, is enhance the snow, probably create some banding near the interstate. So heavy snow still expected, a couple counties south of Omaha through the metro. And then by definition, to get a blizzard, you need winds at or above 35 miles per hour for a 3-hour period or longer. We think that will be better achieved just north of us. That's why the National Weather Service went with the blizzard warning here and not for us. Although, I was looking at some of the discussion, it's going to be close. We will see blizzard-like conditions. We'll see winds at times gust to 40. We just may not hit that criteria by definition. But all the same, the forecast still going a lot of wind, a lot of snow, and then blizzard watch is kind of waiting to see exactly where the storm pulls out over the northeastern corner of the state there. In the next 24 hours, things definitely change. We're good through the first 12. Again, we'll just see clouds increase on this Monday. Temperatures, look at that, mild, back in the lower 40s. And then a light mix quickly goes over to snow and heavy snow overnight, and the winds will pick up by tomorrow morning. So travel really goes downhill as we head from tonight into tomorrow. As I was saying, a lot of areas, including Omaha, expect to go under snow emergencies tonight, all through the day tomorrow into tomorrow night. All right, our projected snow path or storm track has not changed at all really over the last week. The storm is just beginning to develop a lot of upper level energy. It's a very dynamic storm that will help develop a low pressure system out over southeastern Colorado that will dig into the Oklahoma and Texas panhandle, and then it makes the turn tonight into tomorrow. This path still looks very good for us to get heavy snow. Again, as that happens, it's going to be a wind machine. So we're talking about blizzard-like conditions, and there you can see the heaviest snow north central Kansas, south central Nebraska, across the eastern part of the state up in about the northwestern half of Iowa. And the forecast for that hasn't really changed. I think 8 to 12 inches is a good bet. We may have to lift the southern end a little bit north as dry air works in, and that goes for the 4 to 8. But there's going to be a sharp cutoff somewhere between southeastern Nebraska and northwestern parts of Missouri. We're in the bullseye, and then again we may expand the heavier snow back to the northwest. Couple of wild cards. I just mentioned the dry air. That would shut down the amounts to the south. It would enhance amounts near the interstate and north, and that would give the favored area for the heaviest snow. We're talking over a foot from Omaha, probably just to the northwest. Other wild cards, thunder and lightning. I mentioned this last Thursday. The storm is so dynamic. We will see thunder snow through parts of the area, and that could raise the snow rates from 1 to 2 to locally 3 inches an hour. Those places will get over a foot of snow just given the duration of the storm. So not much has really changed the forecast the last 5 or 6 days, certainly since the weekend, ongoing this morning. We're mild today. If you have errands to run, this is the day to do it. I know the grocery stores were packed over the weekend for good reason. This storm will likely, I don't want to say shut down the city for a couple days, but it's going to slow it down quite a bit at the very least. 42 this afternoon. Winds turn a little more northeast. That's a favorable direction with this type of storm. It brings in colder air at all levels of the atmosphere, gives us heavy snow. Winds pick up gusting to 30. So again, we could have blizzard-like conditions early tomorrow morning, and certainly through the day, winds at times gusting over 40. Periods of heavy snow, 8 to 12 inches of accumulation here, locally higher, I think, even in the metro, and especially just in the northwest. And then blowing snow still a possibility on Wednesday morning, and then temps will warm up a little bit. We'll try to warm up a little bit as we head towards the weekend. All right, now's a good reminder time to let you know you can download Snowcast to your smartphone Great tool to have this time of year, especially with this type of weather coming in. It'll give you specific amounts of snow right for your location there, and you can actually kind of check the radar projection, almost a future cast of snow across the country as that moves in. And we're timing that out. Snow should begin sometime this evening, and it'll wind down very late tomorrow night, and upwards of a foot of snow still a possibility here in the metro and many surrounding areas. All right, that's the latest on our weather. Now let's go back to Kimmy for an update on our morning drive.